Hello, this is Adeptus Nubis, and I bring you another 1v1 cast on Calderis Refinery. Our players today are none other than the infamous Man of Faith, aka The Beast, aka Texcalibur, playing the Chaos Sorcerer. Spellcaster, melee oriented, lots of crowd control abilities, and yeah, lots of powerful spellcasting. And on the other side, we have OME's latest addition to the clan, BestNoob, former EL member, playing the Lord General support hero for the Imperial Guard faction. I have no idea which color scheme this is. The ranged hero can be very difficult to handle early on, since he is the only hero in the game that has a retinue and can reinforce on the field. We have our first engagement here. Sentinel, as is usually the case, is going to harass capping units on this side of the map, trying to further delay the requisition income of the enemy. Lord General finished capping this power node, and he's going to be quite troublesome to dislodge from this position because he's also very potent in melee combat. But with the help of the heretics, I'm thinking this is not a winning fight for him, and that is why he's kiting back. Doomblast going down here to slow down the Lord General, but he doesn't care. He has a lot of HP, and there you can see he's already reinforcing his lost retinue member. Obviously, Lord General is the last to die out of the entire retinue, apart from a bug where he's actually not the last to die. Happens very rarely though. Both players do not opt to go for a power node, instead want to pump out more units. BestNoob with the infamous triple guardsman build and the Sentinel, it is very powerful because it is a lot of ranged DPS early on, which is very difficult to dislodge because of the Sentinel. The Sentinel is a non-bleedable unit that can crush cover, that can stomp if you upgrade him. Upgrade it, it's a vehicle. And just exerts a lot of early pressure. But Tex, he's not having it. He is also putting up the map pressure then, instead. I'm curious to find out whether he's going for Havocs. I think that would be the best course of action, considering there's triple guardsmen on the field right now. Yeah, and there we see the Havocs. It's the single best counter that Chaos have to IG, or that any faction has. Setup teams counter Sentinels very well, especially if they come out of infiltration, which the Sorcerer has access to, since he has access to Tzeentch Worship, which infiltrates units. So BestNoob might have to go for Catagens if Tex starts doing the funky Tzeentch plays. These heretics want to go for some guardsman model, but are met by the Sentinel. The Storm forces them off the field. And there we see the Havocs. Now Tex still no generator. First generator, second generator going up right now. And the Lord General should actually be able to endure this if he would just go back to green cover. I'm not sure about the range here though, since this might be considered mid-range, and at mid-range he's actually gonna get suppressed even if he's in green cover. And there we see Tzeentch Worship. I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to help the Havocs advance here, and BestNoob has to make a decision now. Does he go for tier 2, or does he opt for Catagens? So far he has not had any problems with infiltration, but that might change very quickly And there you see the tankiness of the Lord General, almost level 2. So difficult to dislodge, but double CSM and Havoc's closing in here. Sentinel should be a little bit, no, actually shouldn't be a little bit more closer to the Havoc's, because close range fire might actually just insta kill the Sentinel with the help of double CSM, and that's a lot of firepower here. Sentinel will have to back up. Center VP is still under the control of BestNoob though, and he could go tier 2 any minute. Did not go for Catagens. Very good usage here of these of the third guardsman squad here, side capping. Also getting the flamer upgrade, you would think that he would actually use these guardsmen to patrol this side, because he would have easy access to this power node and constantly put pressure on that power node. Tex wouldn't be able to freely set up in the center of this map. But we shall see. He's going for the full cap on this one, which is very annoying for Tex. No upgrade on the Sorcerer so far. Lord General is being kept from the field here. Tex does not want the Lord General to support his troops. It's very, very important actually early on. Can support with the Medical Sergeant. Would have been a nice choice. Considering he has triple guardsmen, you just spend med kits to all your guardsmen and give them almost an infinite staying power here. These guardsmen very, very low. That was very, very close here. Let's see, where are these guardsmen? There are the triple flame, not the triple flames, but the third guardsman squad. Ooh, and these Havoc setting up right in the face of these guardsmen. That's not what they want. And the Lord General, I'm thinking, is he going to sprint towards the Havocs? Nope, he's not. Oh, he did it too late. He did it too late, and he's gonna eat close range fire from the Havocs. But he's gonna keep his power, and Tex, well, he got the triple cap, but now BestNoob can easily just counter push the power, because the CSM are off the field, the Havocs are off the field, and they need to reinforce. Sorcerer is very low. Where's that Flamer Guardsman squad? Those should have been all over the power by now. But there's the Chimera. I'm thinking, yeah, he's just waiting for the Chimera. He's gonna pop them into the Chimera. He's gonna drive right to the power farm, and it's gonna go down. We will have to see either Zinch Havocs or autocannons. I'm thinking autocannons, since they're going to be better suited for what BestNoob has, because autocannons also have a lot of anti-infantry potential. And there we see the upgrade, Mark of Khorne. Immediately, I'm thinking Tex did see all these objects getting crushed in the fog of war, and we might see 2 generators go down here. Autocannons don't even want to fully reinforce. That's very wise here from Tex. He needs them out ASAP, but BestNoob is ground targeting here, and he's gonna kill the node next, making it impossible for Tex to rebuy the generators. And this autocannon is not set up correctly here. It needs to push up further. And there we go. That was a nice one. He used the global warp rift from the Sorcerer to call in the autocannons for a surprise attack, but the Chimera surprisingly didn't take any damage. It's only taking damage now, but you have to keep in mind though that the autocannon damage has been nerfed significantly. Well, actually no, it didn't get nerfed significantly, but it did get nerfed. These guardsmen are playing a dangerous game here, but can reinforce 3 at a time here, since they already have their Commissar upgrade and will most definitely out-reinforce the damage that the autocannons can put out. And now we see Plague Marines. That is a lot of pressure here on Tex. Let's see. These Plague Marines on their own, they won't be able to do anything because that's double guardsman and the sentinel and the chimera. So we already see plasma guns here on these guardsmen's a very good choice considering Tex has double CSM. But these heretics have been backcapping here. This is very annoying for BestNoob to deal with. Keeping the victory points even in the face of a complete power bash is a very good thing to do. Let's see what this sentinel is going to do. We don't see an upgrade so far. I think considering there's double CSM and an autocannon, the crack missile launcher would be a very good choice here, since it deals a lot of anti-heavy infantry damage here. Tex is capping back his power farm, a little bit of lull in the action. Autocannon's very defensive. Ooh, nice choice. See the demonic shield, or is it called demon shield? Actually not sure. The demonic shield, which decreases incoming range damage by 35%. That's actually a very good counter to the massive range damage that BestNoob has so far. And it's also suppression immunity, probably already anticipating these heavy weapons, this heavy weapon squad here from BestNoob, making all these ranged units suppression immune. Chimera is pushing up a little bit too far for my taste. It's taking unnecessary. It's an unnecessary risk. We might see a very cheeky rift in of the autocannons again, just to cause some serious spike damage here. But the double guardsman, that's just too much damage here. Let's see the. What the hell is this chimera doing? It's oh, the reinforcement range is actually quite huge here. That's very nice, allowing the guardsmen to close in here and actually overwhelm the autocannons. These heretics, they're gonna lose a few models, maybe. Could have used some forced melee combat here. Map is looking very red so far, and BestNoob is just putting up camp here in front of Tex's base. Tex obviously has no power income, as his power has been completely decapped as well, and I'm thinking the Sentinel is going to take care of this power move as well. And yeah, Chaos without power, that's a problem in tier 2. They may have a very power light tier 1 compared to Space Marines, for example, who have almost the exact same army roster, but come tier 2, their investments are actually Chaos can survive without a lot of power income. It's more of a requisition thing, and that's a very nice creeping Basilisk Barrage catching the Sorcerer and the Plague Marines. Almost, and the autocannons lose a model here, and the Sentinel goes back for the decap immediately. So much pressure here in the face of, directly into the face of Tex. I wouldn't be surprised to see, actually, no, a bunker or a heavy turret would be a foolish decision here. But the Havoc's already level 3, they have killed so many Guardsman models. Heretics again backcapping here, trying to stop the triple caps that BestNoob is forcing on Tex here. Plague Marines and the autocannons coming out by themselves. Tex needs to make some very good plays here, or this game will be over very soon. It's already 181 to 315 in favor of BestNoob. Sentinel forced off the heretics, obviously. Plague Marines trying to decap this point here with the demonic shield. And there you can see the tankiness of the Plague Marines. They don't even care about all this ranged fire. Double CSM with the... where are they? With the Zinch upgrade. That's also very interesting. I'm guessing it's to DPS down the Lord General, since he's very, very tanky. And the Inferno bolts actually do a lot of damage versus hero units. And now that the Noise Marines have been upgraded to the Blast Master, these guardsmen will have to be very, very, very careful. Tier 3, I'm not so sure about this Tier 3. Considering that Tex has no power whatsoever, so has no option to actually go Tier 3, I would very much like to see... Oh, that is a very watched creeping Basilisk Barrage. And we might actually see down Guardsman squad here. That's... Ooh. That's a lot of damage here on these Guardsmen, and they might actually go down. They cannot out-reinforce all this damage. Autocannons. And the... Now I have actually forgotten the name of the ability. But that was a little bit too much. They took Blastmaster shots, and that was a very, very good push here from Tex. Also flanked the heavy weapons team, and it goes down on retreat. You see the Zinch bolts doing work here, also acting as soft AV, and this might actually be a dead Chimera here, so Tier 3 needs to be cancelled right away, because this is definitely going to be a dead Chimera, and Tier 3 is... Oh, BestNoob just maneuvered himself into a very, very, very awkward position. He lost heavy weapons, the Chimera, and the Guardsman squad. And Tex still has his full army. And now we have level 4 Zinch CSM. That is pain. That is going to be pure pain. And level 3 Plague Marines. And already level 2 Noise Marines on the field. Wow, that is going to be a lot of pain. I would have thought that BestNoob would actually cancel the tech and would repurchase maybe the Chimera. But he needs something to combat the Noise Marines and the Havocs and the Plague Marines and the double Zinch CSM, both of them level 4. That is going to be so much pain. Let's see. These Guardsmen are scouting. They know that the Blastmaster is set up the wrong way, and now they're going to try to force off the Blastmaster before they get off a shot, and they successfully do so. And the Zinch Shrine will also go down in mere seconds, obviously. Not sure whether that was the right decision to put up a Zinch Shrine there, since it only grants the funky bolts, but now it also grants suppression reduction by, let me not lie here, I'm thinking 10%. Or was it 20? I'm not sure. These autocannons have been awesome. They are zoning out the Sentinel very, very well. The Sentinel's still not upgraded with the crack missile launcher. Would have been so awesome versus the CSM, because it would have put constant pressure on Tex to micro them, to move them around, to not be hit by these devastating crack missiles. Victory points starting to even out the loss. Oh, I'm not sure about these Ogrins. He went tier 3 and he went for Ogrins. I'm not so sure, because yeah, sure, you're the Lord General, you can get the Sergeant upgrade, but let's not forget we have double Zinch CSM level 4, and there you can see them put on the hurt. Look at all this damage. They are already down to half their health, from just closing in. BestNoob needs to think of some support here. I mean, once they closed in, oh, and the Rod of Warp Fire with the plasma damage, that might actually be a dead Ogren squad, and they die immediately. And I didn't even catch the Sentinel dying here as well. That is just so much mayhem. Noise Marines went down on the other side though, but who cares? Ogren's taken down. That is such a huge loss. Rocket Run, but it's not gonna kill level 4 CSM. Ooh, but it might very. There I go saying it's not gonna kill them. And it just did. Wow. I did not see that coming. Immediately returned the favor by killing both of the level 4 Zinj CSM. This actually opens up the possibility for Ogrins again. Because now, the only thing that could hard counter Ogrins would be a Khorne Dreadnought or a level 3 Sorcerer. But Tex does not have the economy to support taking up to tier 3. And the Khorne Dreadnought is somewhere in the far future. BestNoob actually got some new guardsmen. It's never wrong. It's never a bad idea since guardsmen is so universally good. Especially since BestNoob got another Chimera. Now he just needs to be wary of level 4 Plague Marines and the Havocs. That might be a problem here. See, these heretics wanted to go for a very sneaky bash here, but BestNoob is wise to it and immediately forces off these heretics. Heretics actually no upgrades so far this entire game. They don't have an aspiring champion, and they do not have grenade launchers. Grenade launchers are actually very good versus the Imperial Guard army. Sorcerer is going for the decap here. Victory points. Ooh, is that the Curse of Zinj? That is actually the Curse of Zinj, and that's going to be a dead Guardsman squad. The Curse of Zinj in combination with autocannon fire and in combination with the Warp Rift ability. That was a little bit too much. Very nice creeping Basilisk Barrage here, getting the Sorcerer off the cap here. Plague Marines also cannot take all this amount of ranged fire from these Plasma Guardsmen here. Plasma Guardsmen with the support of a Chimera will outshoot Plague Marines. But now we have double Plague Marines. Oh, that is dirty play, Tex. That is such dirty play. No, it's actually not dirty play. But it's going to be extremely potent, especially in combination with the demonic armor. They will most definitely out DPS, or maybe, I'm actually not sure. But they're going to put a lot of pressure on the Chimera. And we already see Tex going for some bloodletters. I'm thinking this is just to close some loopholes in his composition. Because how would you counter double Plague Marines? You would go for Ogrins, and see, BestNoob is already going for Ogrins, but he already has bloodletters now. And these bloodletters are going to very hard counter the Ogrins with worship support. So, and he also has the Rod of Warpfire that deals plasma cannon damage. So BestNoob is in a very difficult spot right now, because compositionally he cannot beat Tex's composition right now. Because the double Plague Marines will most definitely outshoot the single Guardsman squad that BestNoob has. He does still have over 100 victory points more that he can leverage to get something out, since he has a lot of power, but His requisition income is also very lacking. I'm thinking he should at least try to get back this natural requisition point here. And Texas is recovering remarkably well. And I'm thinking these organs are going to die very, very fast, because we already see a second Bloodletter squad coming out. So double Bloodletters are going to very, very hard counter these Ogrins. He needs to make a push right now when there's only one squad of Bloodletters. And here come the Ogrins. If the Ogrins take out the autocannon, that's already going to be a win. Let's see, Heretics are... okay. Heretics not in time to screen off the Ogrins here. But the Bloodletters are doing the best to harass these guardsmen. And there we see the potential, the AV potential of double Plague Marines, and they're going to take down this Chimera. Wow. This is just so much pain, and now we see the Bloodletters killing off these guardsmen. I'm so curious as to why BestNoob did not go for more support options on the Lord General. Lord General can increase the guardsman sustainability by such a huge amount. And now we're gonna see the second Bloodletter squad teleporting in. They're most definitely gonna kill a model here. No? Wow. Oh, and it's the Bonehead leader. That is so unfortunate. He took a rocket to the back of his head, and that would, you would assume that would kill a living being, taking a rocket, a missile to the back of your head. So unfortunate. But this is most definitely it. BestNoob is going for another Chimera, but it's not going to work. Yes, he did kill the autocannons, but these double Plague Marines, I mean, one of the squad is already level 2, and the other one, let's not forget, is level 4. So they have over 2,600 victory point, I mean, HP, and they're not going to go down anytime soon. That was a very, very smart play here with the double Bloodletters and the double Plague Marines, because double Plague Marines will counter everything that BestNoob can pump out in tier 3. Nice Dark Flames, and the Curse of Tzeentch assuring the complete wipe on this Guardsman squad. BestNoob at this point is just trying to get this victory point here and trying to out DPS everything that Tex has here, but there's just nothing he can do against this, and BestNoob calls the GG. Let's look at the armies here. We have a level 8 sorcerer, the Rod of Warfire, a very, very good choice, and the demon armor that helped significantly in the ranged battles that were fought in the center of the map, and the Icon of Tzeentch to spike damage very, very suddenly. Did a lot of work, actually caused 2 Guardsman squads to be wiped here. And we have the Lord General with the sniper rifle. I'm not sure about the sniper rifle either. I'm thinking it didn't give anything to the army composition that BestNoob had. The Flak Jacket, that was a very good counter to the Noise Marines, obviously, since you do not want to be knocked back, and you gain the damage reduction by 30%. But other than that, let's look at what Tex did. Let's analyze this. What led to BestNoob's defeat when he was in such a crushing position to really not let Tex come back into this game? And notice how Tex did not go for tier 3. The key play was when he did kill the Guardsman squad, the Heavy Weapons team, and the first Chimera. And also the Ogrins, which was a very, very bad choice considering that Tex had double Tzeentch CSM, both of them level 4, which would put out insane or stupendous damage even against the super heavy infantry Ogrins. So after having killed those and having lost all these units, BestNoob did not stop his upgrade to tier 3, but went for tier 3. He got the Ogrins after he went tier 3, but that doesn't even matter. Like, he should have just cancelled tier 3, replenished his army, and then fight back again. But what happened here is that Tex slowly closed all the loopholes in his composition, knowing that he would never go tier 3. He would eventually possibly have to fight a tier 3 army. So what he did was he stacked up on AV. He went he also stacked up on the counter for the counter to his double plague marine build, which would naturally be Ogryns, knowing that BestNoob would obviously field them, since BestNoob knows that Tex can never go tier 3, so there's no tome subjugation, so no danger of losing the Ogryns to the sorcerer. But then he went for double bloodletters, which super hard counter Ogryns, and obviously the Chimera is hard countered, so there are not a lot of plays that BestNoob could have made to actually win this after having lost so much. And this is what actually led to Tex's victory. So it's very, very, very well played here. I hope you enjoyed this high level 1v1 as much as I did. I I really enjoyed that rocket run. I have to say that was very satisfying to see, not because of an intense hatred for the Chaos faction, but landing a rocket run so perfectly that you actually wipe 2 squads which are fully leveled. That is a very nice thing to see. But other than that, we have the final result, 73-37, and victory for Tex. I hope you enjoyed this cast, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.